The way I saw what Lenny did, is to be able to do a strategic voting. Kasi kahit naman ako, when I did the analysis of the surveys, pag binis mo na sa surveys and you do your own voting based on that, kailangan talaga pasok mo in certain people para may mababa ka sa rankings. For example, putting Pacquiao, asking for people to vote for Pacquiao will take out Camille Villar in the ranking and actually even push Kiko up. It already pushed Bam up. And then Abalos naman nandoon din. It could also push down the Camille Villar, make sure na wala na si Amy Marcos and the others, and then talagang bababa pa sila sa ranking. Willie Revilla, you're right. Si Willie yung...
So that, with Bongo nowadays a lot. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, but that's how I see it. It's really strategic. I don't have any issues with that. Meron akong red line na tinatawag natin when it comes to picking your senatorial balls. Pacquiao is not on the red line. For me, he's a good heart. Kulang
yes, to put in more work. Let's just put it. Put in more work.
Yeah, he needs
be careful.
Yeah, he gets hit too much in the head. Yeah. Yun lang yun di ba? Pero mabait si Pacquiao. Yun lang sa akin. And then with Abalos naman,
hindi ako sabihin ng ganun ni Chris.
Kasi may AK-47 ka. Hindi ko gagawin yun.
Ingat lang. Alam niya yung address mo.
Mabait si Ronald.
Si Ronald, okay ako sa kanya. Pero yung kay Abalos, I genuinely support Abalos because being from Mandaluyong myself, nakita ko naman talaga, Abalos naman does his work and being the ALG secretary, he did his work. And I was very impressed. Nung pumunta siyang Davao, pinahuli si Kibuloy. That sealed it for me.
Ako mas impressed ako nung sabi niya, ikaw naman, Alice.
May mga side conversations pa sila eh. Normally, yun na nga nakakatawa. Normally, pag may hinuli sila, talagang nakatayo ko, walang conversation.
Medyo hindi Kibuloy yung reference yung Alice. Ikaw naman, Alice. Sir Ronald, hindi ba pwede baka mangyari dito is makapasok si Pacquiao pero hindi makapasok si Bam and Kiko? Like, how do you make sure that the admin wants na acceptable you're pushing in na nasa dulo will actually not deny Bam and Kiko the chance to get in? Ang hirap, di ba? Ang hirap nun eh.
Kaya mong ipaliwanag bakit in-endorse ni Lenny si Pacquiao. No? Dahil malinaw naman kay Lenny during the campaign for the presidency. Sabi niya, kung hindi ako tatakbo, i-endorse ko si Pacquiao for president. Why? Because he has a good heart. No? So, hindi nakakagulat. Si Abalos naman, ang paliwanag niya, nung siya ay secretary ng DILG, ay tumulong siya sa NAGA.
Right.
Oo. Yun yung, so, meron silang naging karanasan na positibo together para i-develop yung LGU, halimbawa ng NAGA. So,
and she's running for mayor of NAGA, so it makes sense.
May ganong klaseng paliwanag. Ang hindi ko maintindihan, itong
Marcoleta?
Endorsement, non-endorsement.
Yun nga, like, what was that?
Hindi naman daw
baka naman.
Nangyari 3 weeks ago, and ano difference ng 3 weeks saka ngayon. No? Kalawa, hindi naman niya in-endorse dahil hindi niya naman sinabi na in-endorse niya, pero tinawag niyang senator.
Yeah.
Kaya perception is reality.
Ako nga tawag ko sa'yo, Senator. We call you Senator.
Yeah.
We call you Senator. I don't endorse you. Kung tumakbo ka, hindi kita endorse, Sir Ronald.
Unlike yung endorsement niya kay Pacquiao.
Na talagang all in, yeah.
Marcoleta represents exactly what she is against.
Yes.
No? So,
supposedly.
Wala kayong pinagsasamahan. Wala kayong unity. Wala kayong prinsipyo o vision o platform na pwede mong sabihin na kahit in a thin line, no, ay nag-uugnayan. Yun yung problema. Kaya ang suspension ng mga tao, ano ba to? Quid pro quo? Is this a cynical arrangement? Nababawasan si Lenny habang nadadagdagan si Marcoleta.
I think you're reading too much into it. Yung pagka-announce siya. Kasi pag tinignan mo, hindi naman siya nag-post nung video na yun.
Baka naman.
Diba? Hindi, ang nangyari lang talaga doon, it was just a parang caucus or a sortie of some sort. And sometimes, people just make a glib remark like, oh, by the way, etong congressman natin, senator pa, tatakbo senator. Parang gano'n lang. Ang impression ko.
Pero dapat alam ni Lenny, sa panahon ng social media,
ingat ka dapat.
Everybody has a cellphone.
Yes, I understand.
Everybody has a camera. No? So yung, lagi kang pinapanood, lalo sa isang public gathering.
I understand.
Ibig sabihin, hindi na na-realize yun na everybody is watching.
So, hindi
especially kung nandun si Marcoleta, nakalaban nila.
Right. So, hindi niya na-realize yun. I think, kasi I was doing a caucus yesterday. And binivideo ko, marami nagbivideo. And may mga nasasabi ako na parang, after nasabi ko lang, like, dapat di ko ata nasabi yun. May mga ganun din ako. Pero
pwede nila mitigate ito by saying, hindi ko ina-endorse yung
clarification.
Clarification. Talagang categorical, hindi ko siya ina-endorse. Imbis na mag-equivocate ka pa.
Na parang, gina-justify pa, parang gano'n.
Controversial lang yung nangyari. Tapos magpapaliwanag ka sa presinto. Di ba yung ganun ba? Talagang hindi ko siya ina-endorse.
Yeah.
No? Yung kanyang paniniwala ay hindi ko paniniwala. Tapos.
Siguro ang difference natin, Ronald, is for me kasi I'm a little bit more forgiving sa ganun. And at the same time, this was a good point. I'm not sure, Richard, if you're the one who made it, somebody made it, na will Lenny's non-endorsement of Marcoleta really sway the pinks? It won't.
Yes.
It won't at all.
Yes, it
so,
won't. Pero
ano madadagdag dun?
Kaya sabi ko, kabawasan kay Lenny dahil magagalit yung mga pinks
sa kanya.
Na already agitated dun sa Pacquiao and Abalos.
It's not about us being more or less forgiving. Pero ako talaga less forgiving talaga ako.
Yes.
Sir Ronald, toxic masculinity ka daw. Toxic masculinity.
Yung katulad ngayon, monitor mo yung mga pink. Galit.
No? Kay Pacquiao na nga lang, galit na galit eh.
Hindi, at saka tama ka doon. At saka the same time kasi nangyari na before, nung yung kaso niya with accommodating VP Sara. Nung dumalaw sa Nagan, marami na nagalit doon eh.
Marami nagalit sa amin ni Trillanes. Calling that out.
Sa elephant in the room, tatamaan yung kanyang tunay na kandidato. Si
Bam,
Kiko at saka si Bam.
Pero
dahil all of them are competing
for that
same
spot.
seat, no?
That's what I'm saying. Like this could backfire badly also. Like
they're not hindi anim na seats ang available.
Yeah,
it's just one seat.
I still think there are two.
Yeah,
I still think there are two because if you look at the surveys, margin of error niya is about 2% eh. Pag tinignan mo yung margin of error na yun, there's 2 seats really available.
Hindi, pero kung ikaw kasi nasa admin, that's an additional 10 to 15%.
Okay.
The machinery.
Because of the machinery.
Right.
All the value added.
Yep,
so,
okay.
Hindi siya equal eh.
Okay.
Iba-iba yan.
Iba yung survey sa actual polling. Because sila yung nakakapagdala ng tao.
Last 2 weeks, it's about machinery.
Yeah. Tama.
But sir, and I want to also get Chris' point. But what prevents you from thinking there's also a quid pro quo here? That if Lenny will endorse 2 Alianza candidates, that the machine of the state will not support Lenny's candidates come the final stretch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe there is the quid pro quo.
the benefit of the doubt, no? Pero kung ako kasi ang susukatin, no? Mas gusto ko na hatulan ako for political calculation
rather than
stupidity.
Well, I mean, it's a desperate time kasi 'di ba? Kasi Camille and Willie's not doing very well suddenly, and he's now with Bongo and Aimee is like we discussed that nasa lupa na, 'di ba? But so suddenly parang baka may chance nga si Abalos. Baka pwede pa nga si Len if there's a 5% bump from admin, 3% bump from...
8 to 10 candidates fighting for that last seat.
Right.
Yun yung problema eh.
But now from that 8 to 9 candidates, we'll talk about Philip Salvador shortly, but if you bring in the Lenny bump and the machine, then suddenly Camille and Aimee are not very competitive anymore for that last few slots. Hindi ba? Kasi ang laki nun eh. If Lenny brings 3 to 4% even, then admin brings 5 to 10%. Then I'm looking at the numbers when the differences is from 28% to 35%. That could make all the difference.
Pero kasama dun sa last seat na yun na pinagtatalunan is Pacquiao and Abalos.
Yeah.
Kasama rin si Kiko at saka si Bam. No? Kasama rin si Aimee at saka si...
But Pacquiao is almost tied with Camille.
Yeah.
But he will get the 5% machinery at least. Plus the 3% ng Lenny.
Si Pacquiao, no? Madadagdagan si Pacquiao because of machinery. No? Ang problema is si Kiko at saka si Bam.
Unless they did nga but unless there's a quid pro quo.
Dahil wala silang maitutulak na iba pa eh.
Yeah.
Dahil Ben Tulfo sigurado na eh. No?
Yep.
As an independent.
Yun na yun.
Bongo
Yun sigurado
and
yan.
Bato are
Almost sure na rin.
No? So, tapos meron kang 8 na administration na almost sure. No? Yun yung problema mo eh.
Yeah.
No? Diyan, yung iba kasi nag-title na eh. Hindi na sila ganun kadaling i-dislodge.
Right.
Kaya sinasabi ko na it's basically one seat.
Ako, I'm also in the two seats more of school of thought. If there were a quid pro quo behind the scenes, na at least one of those two candidates of Lenny will have the admin support.
Oh, pero it has to be open. Halimbawa, isasama mo sa slate ng admin isang independent. Clearly. Isasama mo sa slate ng admin isang opposition.
You mean pink?
Para mapunuan
Pink
yung
opposition.
dalawa na almost vacant. Amy at saka Camille.
Talagang vacant talaga, hindi siya almost.
Kasi officially nasa loob eh. So,
That's weird, no? Yung kay
Camille.
Camille.
Yung dalawa, ang gagawin ng admin, sabihin nila, guest candidate namin, itong isang independent. At itong isang opposition ay guest candidate namin. No? Ang problema, sino yung opposition na yun? At syempre, magagalit yung iba na admin na sa bingit. Ba't sinuporta mo yung independent sa opposition? Kami nanganganib. Sabihin ni Abalos at ni Pacquiao. So, it will create some dynamic.
Well, kaya unless there's a quid pro quo understanding. Hey,
pero hindi pwedeng silent yung quid pro quo.
hindi siya maging silent. Ano, bakit? Malalaman natin sa mga balota on the local level, biglang andon si Kiko, magkakaalaman yan.
Yung sample ballots.
Isisend ng sample. I'm sure lalabas yan next week. Malalaman ng tao, ito pala yung actual slate ng
Right. Pero at this point, you're just speculating. You're assuming
we're just trying to see if there's a logic to this. Of course, this is...
Pero
there's nothing sure. I mean, nothing sure in this election.
Pag tinignan mo naman talaga, I agree with Richard's logic on this one. Yung sabi nga niya na, pag susuporta mo kay Pacquiao at kay Abalos, you're actually trying to eliminate Camille either way. Matatanggal mo yan kasi you're taking away votes from her. So, even if it's not Bam or say Kiko that comes in, at least kahit pa paano, administration yung papasok na on the Magic 12. Kaysa Camille or Amy or Willie.
Which is not the worst case scenario.
Yeah, exactly. Yun lang. Yun ang sa akin. So, it's a better option than having Camille or Amy or even Willie come in.
You're like saying that in an event na none of the pink candidates make it, at least you're making sure the worst type will not also make it. Or at least dalawa lang sa kanila will make it.
I mean, at the end of the day, sa akin, we're talking about lesser evils. Diba? Yung right now talagang, I'm sorry, ako alam mo naman stance ko dito. Any pro-Duterte candidate is pro-China and against Philippines. Yun lang. And then take
Hindi naman even si Pacquiao or si Abalos.
They're not.
I think it comes to Sara impeachment, it comes to some key issues. I think they will be on the right side of history.
Yeah,
I think they'll look at the evidence, they'll look at it. I'm pretty confident on that.
Well, alam mo, si Pacquiao clearly ay anti-China. Kasama nga siya doon sa billboard ng atin ito
Exactly.
Naka West Philippine Sea sign siya at binabanatan niya yung China. Tapos malinaw din, boboto yan for conviction ni Sara for impeachment. Kaya meron pa lang 2 out of 3 pabor kay Pacquiao. Ayun lang tatamaan yung ibang kandidato ng oposisyon like Kiko and Bam. Yun lang yung tama.
Okay.
Unless yun nga, like there's an understanding behind the scenes that the machine...
Kahit may understanding, you have to choose between Pacquiao, Kiko, Bam. No? You have to go down to that. No?
The reason I'm saying understanding is that the machine factor
sigurado na Si Bongo, sigurado na Si Bato, malaki ang probability.
Yeah.
So, kaya sinasabi ko na 1 seat. 3 na yun
Pero at the same time, sige.
So, 3 na yun 3 na. Kaya...
But Kiko will make it if he has the machine of the state behind him too.
So, si Pacquiao and Abalos. So, sinasabi ko, sila yung magkakalaban dyan.
Pero at the same time, pag tinignan mo ang ballot, yung mga ballots,
sample ballots,
right. You have 12 choices, right? Most people don't have 12. 6
to 8 maximum.
Yeah, I tried. Nahirapan ako to fill up. So this endorsement can actually push everyone up and take out yung mga Camille Villar, Willie Revillame, yung mga nasa gilid, and push everyone else up. That's what
in theory, in theory kasi very complicated yung magiging math mo at saka coordination.
Of course. But the fact that most people don't have 12 candidates that they can vote for. Like you said, 6 to 8. Ako, I'm at 8 right now. 9 pa lang ako. Nahirapan ako sa 3.
Yeah.
Pero sinasabi ko, bakit 1? Dahil
Ben Tulfo is sure. Right. Bato and
Bongo is pasok. Probably Bato, no? At 8 admin.
But like Binay, is she super sure?
Pasok yan.
100% na ka na sure?
Pasok yan. Dahil may plus ka pa sa machinery. Tsaka may Binay brand ka pa.
Right.
No? So,
And you're sure also about Lacson?
Lacson, sigurado.
Okay.
Sigurado.
Okay, kasi ako Rico, like, kay Binay, I'm not 100% sure yet. Kay Lacson, I'm more with you na. Medyo confident ako kay
Isang
Lacson.
survey lang siya nasa dulo. Most surveys, 8 to 10 siya. So hindi siya nanganganib in most surveys.
But there's still that,
in most surveys. Tapos bit siya ni Chis Escudero. Na Senate President.
Really? Hindi ko alam yun, ha?
Bit siya nun. Na campaign sorties, etc.
Wow.
So hindi siya pushover. No?
Absolutely, yeah.
Pero sigurado, si Ben sigurado na.
No, given it.
Yeah.
Ben, Bongo, and almost Bato. So really, you're fighting over 9. And then 7 or 8 alliances. So that is...
That's 11. No? So, 1 seat lang talaga.
1 to 2 seats.
Ibig sabihin, sa 1 seat na yan, nandiyan pa si Willie Revillame, nandiyan pa si Camille, si Aimee, Abalos, Pacquiao, Kiko, Bam, Gringo.
And Philip Salvador.
Si Gringo malayo.
Philip, at saka Juan. Hindi, si Gringo, tayo siya kay Philip eh.
Yeah, Gringo is knocking at least in one survey already.
Marcoleta, dahil magbablock voting ang iglesia.
Oo.
So,
Yun yung boots niya sa last week.
So, medyo ko yan. Marami yan for 1 seat.
It is. Let's talk about Philip Salvador. Is it the dance moves? Is it the CV? Nakita niyo yung nagte-trending ang meme? Achievements ni Philip Salvador. Like personal life, professional life, academic life. Purong...
Si Chris Aquino ron.
Purong blanco ang nakita ko. Wala akong nakita talaga. Ito yung mga achievements ng tao.
Hindi, si Robin Hood nga, nag-number 1 just because of one song.
But Robin Hood,
Lord, wag naman po.
But Robin Hood was a more successful celebrity. I would say he's more fit and ano. May abs pa siya eh. Pero may abs pa rin siya. Pero may abs pa rin siya.
Philip Salvador.
Abs ka rin, pero baka 1% ka lang.
Well, but higher than your 0.6%. Higher than your 0.6%.
Don't be too sure.
Baka ma-endorse din ako. But Sir Ronald, balikan natin ito. Na-distract ako dun sa scenario. Oh my God. Okay, Sir Ronald. Ikaw na lang, Chris. Sabi kita, nasisira ang momentum ko dito eh. Let's talk about Philip Salvador. Is this the second Robin Hood? Is this the second coming?
Tama si Ronald dito. I agree with him on this one. Malayo ito.
Sir Ronald, talagang body shaming ka talaga sa akin.
Saka si Robin Hood, dala ng admin.
Yeah.
Kandidato siya ni
Naman.
Yes, yung time na yun. Pero tingnan mo si Philip Salvador, wala. Philip Salvador reminds you of more like a Lito Lapid.
But Lito Lapid will make it.
I know, because Lito
so
Lapid is with the admin right now.
So what you're saying, there's enough of that already na
Saka
people...
meron siya probinsya, no?
At medyo twice na siya naging senador. So, he has the gravitas.
Pero I'll give you guys one thing that napansin ko nga. Pag tinignan mo yung top 10 mo, ayan, top 10 o top 11 mo, tignan mo, meron is something in common with the majority of them. They're all silent on majority of the most important issues. At nakikita ko talaga dito that seems to be the secret to win an election. Stay silent, don't go to debates, keep your mouth shut. The less you say, the more you win. All of them have everything to lose.
May tawag ako dyan, Uniteam. Yun ang ginawa ng Uniteam nito. Except, I don't know.
Every election, yan ang strategy. If you're already in the top in terms of the surveys, shut up ka, don't say anything. Erap did that. May mga debates, hindi siya mag-attend. Everyone did that.
Even Pinoy, di ba? He tried to avoid the debate or something?
Yes, ang debate siya.
But I heard.
Wala siyang iwasan ng debate.
Ay, hindi lang siya magaling. Si Gibo yung magaling.
Mga may ingay na katulad natin, mananalo tayo sa debate.
Pero, hindi tayo mananalo.
pero may career ka na after. Maliwan,
Iba kasi yung local eh.
Pero alam mo ba, kahit sa akin, ilang beses ako sinabihin ng mga volunteers ko, Chris, pwede mo pag-usapan si Duterte. Kasi pag nag-house-house tayo mga Duterte, DDS dyan. Sabi ko, I'm not gonna change. Because if they're not gonna vote for me because of my position, I'm okay with it. And nakaharap ako, may mga naharapan ako, mga Duterte supporters. So sinabi ko sa kanila.
Marami naman ako bilang podcaster.
At saka hindi ko naman talaga ginagawa itong pagkukonsihal para kumita eh. Hindi ito yung livelihood ko.
Male icon ka, Sir Ronald.
Kaya ako nung sinabihan akong gano'n, sabi ko, I'm not changing. Why am I gonna be fake?
But there must be a way to find the common ground, right? Kasi marami akong DDS na kaibigan na Parang openly, Sir, DDS ako, hindi ako natuwa sa sinabi mo, pero sige na nga, ganun pa sila, diba? Like hanggang ngayon, ha? Ba't kagalit kay Digong? Ba't hindi? Sabi kong gano'n, diba?
Yeah, yung common ground na nakikita ko dito, especially with the local elections, is pag sinabi lang, di ba anti-Duterte ka? Hindi po, anti-mamamatay tao ako, anti-sinungaling ako.
Hindi masaktan lang.
Oo, anti-abusado ako, yun lang, kahit na ano pang pangalan niya. Sabi ko, sinong kagalit nyo? Kung yung kagalit nyo, masamang tao yan, anti ako dyan. Yun ang isa, number one. Number two, sabi ko, kahit di tayo magkapartido, magkapareho ng iniisip, sabi ko, isa lang ang pareho tayo sa pananaw na to. Para sa ating lungsod. Para sa ating bansa, magkasundo naman tayo dun, di ba? Unahin natin, dapat bansa natin, Pilipinas. Dapat Mandaluyong muna. Sa serbisyo ang paligid na kahit galit ka saan. Kahit di mo ko iboto. Yeah. Bibigyan ka ng serbisyo. Ganun ako
magsabi. Ako, I'll be there for you. I don't know about Digong. He's gonna be there for you.
Exactly. Wala na.
Alas ako, tutulungan kita. May tubig ka na. May ano ka. Minsan, mas magandang ganun eh. I mean, si Sonny was saying the same, si Trillanes, sa Caloocan, dami rin DDS doon. Grabe, dami rin DDS doon. And actually, parang style niya is when he talks to them, ito local na to, serbisyo na to, hindi na ito ganun. Parang you can put aside, malaki daw yung compartmentalization capacity ng mga voters na Pinoy. Hindi yung blind ideological, MAGA, get out of here style.
Yeah.
In 12, 13 days, malalaman na natin yung totoo. Pwede na talaga natin i-deconstruct yung result.
Yeah.
Kung yung mga sinasabi ng mga kandidato ay totoo o hindi.
Right.
Because naiiba itong election na ito. Ito yung election na talagang yung dalawang dominant dynasties na nanalo ng isang record historic win. 61% of the votes ay mortal enemies ngayon.
Yeah.
At ito rin yung panahon na yung social media ay kahit hindi dominant, will play a very significant role.
Yes. Right, so at the same level as news media, I saw a survey, internal survey, are the same level ng news media.
Wow.
I saw this is one of the biggest corporation, not biggest corporation in the country. They gave me their internal surveys. So Richard, ayaw mo na yung mga survey na yan. We have a better one because we have a user-based data na consumer sentiment. Oh my God, mas mataas ang influencers ng 1 to 2 points than news media.
Wow.
And Gen Zs will be a big block now. Together with millennials, they'll be the majority block now. I think this is the first election. So there are a lot of assumptions we're making based on previous elections.
That may not be true here at this point.
Anymore. Yeah, maybe we're in totally different information and demographic landscape. At wala tayong exit polls ng 2022 na legit. So actually, a lot of our analysis is quite speculative, to be honest. I'm just going to be scientific about it.
Kaya masabi ko, yung reality, yung science, pwede nating magawa after the elections.
Pero alam mo
kasi ang ginagawa natin ay educated guesses. Some are not even educated.
Some are not even guesses. They're wishful thinking. It's even worse. It's not even a guess. It's wishful thinking. Pero bago naman sirain itong but this is voter education. Ito lang episode na walang credibility kasi dahil sa isa. Pero ito may credibility. Sir Ronald, talagang you are bumabawi ka talaga kasi wala yung mami ko last part, let's go back to the local elections again. How kasi ikaw parang you're keeping eye on the others kay Vico, kay Trillanes. Ano nangyari? Kamusta ang campaign? What have you learned from the campaign that you were surprised by or you didn't know or more or less it's what you expected?
There aren't a lot of DDS in Mandaluyong.
Interesting.
Very small, very small. Remember, Abalos is the one that's dominant in Mandaluyong. And remember, he's part of the...
Walang kalaban.
And plus he's very close to the BBM administration. So nakikita mo doon that a lot of people are very sorry, let me clarify that. Malakas pa rin ang support ni Abalos sa Mandaluyong. Pero nakikita ko din na maraming nagsasabi na sana nga may pagbabago na sa Mandaluyong. Silently saying it. The campaign's interesting dahil yun nga sabi ni Ronald dito na maraming tulong talaga magagawa ng machinery, especially pagdating sa election day. Yung yung demolition job na ginagawa, interesting
Kay Vico?
No, sa akin.
Ba't ikaw? Oh my God.
Bigla na lang suddenly may mga post
na-threaten na sila?
Imagine mo yung post namin, pinapakita ko lang mga kasama ko volunteers, nagsishake hand, nakikipag-hug sa mga nanay. Bigla mo yung mga angry emoticons, mga angry bird ko, mga emoticons ang angry.
Troll farm.
Sabi ko ba't angry lahat to? Pero yung pagpasok na sabay-sabay, 600.
Troll farm yan.
Super troll farm. Pero no comments, just angry emoticons.
Troll farm operation.
Pag dinigan mo lahat yon, mga taga Saudi Arabia, taga Nigeria, taga Kuwait.
Ingat lang. Baka maano ka rin. Baka ma-persona grata ka rin.
Mamasab sa
Ingat lang tayo dyan.
Hindi, binabanggit.
Pero alam mo, troll, ano yan? Hindi yan totoong account.
Yes, hindi tao. Iba-ibang bansa silang lahat. Yun ang pinagsasabi ko dito.
Fake accounts.
Ang nakakatawa lang is after mga 4 or 5 posts, biglang sumuko. Parang wala ng budget o na-realize na it wasn't working.
Baka na lang.
Increasing the engagement.
Baka naka-prepaid yung troll farm.
Naubusan na.
Hindi na lang.
Konsehan pa lang yan no?
Yeah, exactly.
Konsehan pa lang yan Wala yung budget dyan, di pa ka.
Yun.
Medyo kapos pa.
Yun.
Di ka pa gagawan dyan ng
All
AI. No? Kung may AI ka na dyan na may ginagawa ka masama.
Ayun.
Ibig sabihin, well-budgeted dyan.
Yan, oo. Ito yung parang Jollibee budget ng mga troll farm. So,
Pero kila Vico, mga hindi Jollibee budget, mukhang buffet.
Mayor yun
Buffet.
saka hindi lang yun.
Hindi lang.
Mayor isang major city.
Billionaire yung kalaban ni
Yung
Vico
kalaban
dito.
din niya, medyo...
Partner ng Miro.
Yun nga, exactly. Yung po yung nakakatakot.
Ating election system ngayon.
Kaya nakakatakot yan. Yan ang
You think Vico should be worried?
Ha? Ano?
You think he's solid pa rin?
I
I'm
think,
sure he will win.
no, even if he doesn't, there's going to be a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Makikita mo talaga, magkakagulo ang Pasig.
You mean they're gonna sabotage his last term?
If Vico loses,
gulo yan.
magkakagulo yan because I think mga Pasigueños are already like, alam namin, eto sinuporta namin. Manalo tong isa na alam mong dirty campaigning ginagawa. Wala. Hindi yan it's not gonna fly.
And your favorite friend, Trillanes, what do you think will happen? And if what you think will happen, what should they do next? Parang ayaw sa mga... Sir Ronald!
Wala na, hindi. Nag-check ko nga kung may pulso pa.
I exercise my Fifth Amendment.
Wala na.
Next question.
I'm disappointed.
Parang damage yung tahimik.
Pag ako yun, parang panalo ka na. Whatever happens, you're the greatest senator. You're the most wonderful. Sir Ronald. Paalis na si Sir Ronald.
Sa West Philippine Sea?
Hindi na, wag na. Last point, Sir Ronald, medyo nalungkot ako sa sinabi ni Chris na parang, so is PASAFE really? I mean, we basically kind of tried to answer to say we still don't know. Pero this was the most pakyut PASAFE Senate race I've seen, at least compared to our expectation. The West Philippine Sea didn't become as central. Takot ang maraming kandidato na i-bash ng China kasi they don't want to be shadow banned on TikTok like me or even banned sometimes. Purong food vlogs. Lahat food vlogs. Yung iba, yung food, wala pang food, may food vlog na. Diba? All of that, all I see is everyone is kumakain.
Actually, nagkakaroon ng kulay itong Senate race because of the President scaling up ng attack na contrary sa character niya. Diba?
Out of
Saan mo nakita na binabanatan niya yung mga Duterte bilang traidor for selling the country to China?
Yep.
Binabanatan sila for serial killing, crimes against humanity.
This is the Lawag speech, right?
Binabanatan sila for massive corruption, parmali, etc. Binabanatan sila tungkol dito sa tawag dyan, dito sa tumuta ko na. Basta, very sharp yung atake niya. Ngayon wala siya
EJK, Kian de los Santos,
Very sharp yan no? Tapos, si Sara also scaling up. No? Mansanas na isasaksak sa bibig mo hanggang mga...
Scaling up ba talaga?
Si Chua, si Abante, lahat
tahimik siya ng first 2 months ng campaign.
Yeah.
I know, but...
Ngayon lang siya nagkuhan at pupuntahan niya yung lahat ng kalaban niya.
Yeah.
No? Simula rin yun sa Manila. Pupunta yan sa Laguna, pupunta yan all over the place. So, ibig sabihin, nagiging makulay because of them. Not because of the senators themselves.
Right.
Sinong senator yung nagmarka?
Wala.
Katulad ni Emma tsaka ni Sara.
Yun nga yung sinasabi ko.
And this isn't even a presidential race. This is a senatorial
Yeah,
race.
but at the same time, nakita ko, may dalawa akong napansin. Si Amy Marcos taking the ICC issue, making it an issue.
Province of
So, trying to shore up support from the DDS.
May conspiracy daw.
Oo, yun. Tapos, meron naman yung other side of it, si Senator Tolentino. Recently, coming up with the issue with the West Philippine Sea and China spying, the data breaches, and then the troll army, lahat yun, binulgar naman yan.
He was the Ronald Llamas to Digong. So he's from the other side of the other side, right?
So you're talking about Tolentino?
Tolentino, yeah. Both of them are the other side of the other side.
Right, yeah. So,
nag-double switch.
Tama to. So si Amy nag-switch. Tolentino, kumbaga nagano sila.
Nagganyan-ganyan
Trip to
sila.
Jerusalem silang dalawa,
Gumagano-gano.
But in fairness to Tolentino, when he came up with the Senate hearing, talagang yung binulgar niya is based on Nika's findings.
Oh yeah, legit yun.
Legit yun. That's yung sources niya were easily documented. Everything was shown.
May copy na troll farm.
Quantifiable lahat
Sana
yun.
lang from the very start ng campaign, even before the
Ginawa na yun.
nag-scale up siya. Ngayon kasi baka
too late na. Too little, too late.
Dapat nung simula pa lang, dahil siya lang may franchise dun eh.
Yep.
Siya lang
Kasi sa maritime,
maritime law.
Yes.
So, meron sana siyang franchise dyan na wala yung ibang senador.
Dapat ginawa niya yan nung height of WPS.
Ginagawa mo last
Yeah.
minutes na machinery na ang dominant.
Yep.
So,
Kaya hindi na rin siya makakahabol.
May machine. He's alyansa naman, so.
dapat i-fire niya yung kanyang advisors.
Yung strategist niya.
Yung kay Amy
Diba?
kan sabi na, yung previous episode na she should fire her advice, sabi ko, sino? Wala naman na. Nagsialisan nga talaga. What is your read of that? I don't know what was that. Yung unit team ni Amy and Sada. What's that? Like, what was that? Like, angkas like biker, like the whole leather and dark. What was that?
Well, alam mo,
Parang hindi sure si Sarah, nag-half lang yung kamay niya.
Well, to begin with, nakita mo naman talaga yung branding ng mga Duterte. So, is kadiliman, kasamaan, at kaitiman. Ngayon, dinagdagan pa nila. Very dark yung talagang aura nila. Number one. Number two, pag tinignan mo si Duterte herself, Sara Duterte, I want you to look into her eyes. I posted it on X today. Look into her eyes.
Naman, toxic masculinity.
No.
Just kidding.
Women, the blank stare, that blank, empty stare, that is a pure psychopath.
Parang yung
That's
kanina,
a killer.
That's a killer.
parang kanina, si Sir Ronald, nung tinanong kay Trillanes, ganun yung mata niya.
Si Trillanes mo.
Hindi siya yung nag-blank stare sa akin. Bakit? Anong ginawa?
Sabi natin, ang psychopath kasi, hindi
Walang
alam
empathy, yeah.
kung ano yung
Wala na siyang sense of
Moral compass.
right or wrong.
Walang
good and evil, wala.
Ang sociopath, alam na yung what is right or wrong, pero gagawin pa rin niya yung wrong.
Yeah.
Yun ang kaibahan ng psychopath.
So,
sa sociopath.
ano ka, Sir Ronald? Socio?
Somewhere in between.
Hybrid.
It takes one to know one, di ba? Pero with Sarah, yun
Hindi ko sila kilala.
Yun ang napansin ko talaga with Sarah. Pag nagsasalita siya, talagang kita mo talaga
stare.
blank.
Papatay.
Soulless. Talagang
Papatay.
yun. Yun yung
Kaya tama yung nilagay nila eh. Basta, wala kami yung pakialam. Kami ang pabebe girls. Nakita mo yung ginawa nilang voice-over na nilagay doon sa mga vloggers.
So next naman, tingnan mo naman si Amy. The demeanor ni Amy Marcos. I want you to observe how she walks, where she walks, yung positioning niya to Sarah. Ano siya, may amo si Amy Marcos, si Sara Duterte, amo niya. Si Sara Duterte is the dictated, the itim propaganda platform. Walang masabi si Amy, tahimik lang, okay, sunod-sunuran. Pag naglalakad sila, yung nagkakampi, nakita mo si Amy nasa likod, nakaganon. Siya yung kandidato. Pero nakaganon siya. Clasped hands, nakababa ulos, hunched over, walking behind Sara.
Submissive.
Yeah, and head a little bit lower and pangangangalang siya parang aso na kulang na lang lagyan ng leash si Amy Marcos. And I'm not trying to insult her. That's really visually nakikita mo. And she's always a step behind Sarah. Never beside or in front. Always behind Sarah.
Nakausap mo ba si Daryl Yap for that analysis? Kasi parang nag-usapan ka yung director. Ganyan si Amy.
Well,
34, 35.
Because it says a lot. In terms of the posture,
the body language.
The body language says a lot. And even the way she makes eye contact with Sarah, it is not a equal eye contact. It's very pag ganun. Alam mo yung
parang kami ni Sir Ronald.
permission tumingin.
Parang ganyan kami ni Sir Ronald.
Sinabihan ka sa harap mo na dapat magpalit ka ng apelido. Tapos nakangiti ka lang.
Pinagtatawanan ka, niloloko ka, inaasar ka, sa harapan ng marami ngingiti ka lang parang...
Bagay, sinabi niya last year na hihukayin yung tatay niya.
Wala siyang sinabi.
Yun na nga eh.
Diba?
Para sa akin, sorry, hindi ko magiging kaibigan ng kahit sino na sabihin niya sa tata about my dad.
Tatay mo. Gaganunin mo.
Tapos, okay ka lang?
Maghalo lang.
Sir Ronald, ikaw anong gagawin mo pag ginanon yung pag ganun sinabi, anong gagawin? Magpo-photoshoot din ba kayo ng ganyan ang tingin mo? Or AK-47 man na yan? Sir Ronald?
Yung aking serial killer.
Yung katana yun.
Yung aking Hannibal. Hannibal Lecter style.
Medyo slicer. Salami slice naman.
Kaya sa akin yung ginawa ni Amy Marcos ngayon na hearing. Oh, that's to satisfy her
She
master.
cares for due process,
Kaya
apparently.
patuloy siyang bumababa.
Oh, yeah.
Patuloy siyang bumababa sa
Kasi pati Didias, di bilib sa kanya. Ang sabi ni Hanilet, ek-ek lang yan.
Oh, sabi ni Panelo.
Hindi, Panelo, wala akong pake, pero yung Hanilet, ek-ek lang yan. Sabi nga ni Banet Bay, pati si Digong daw, hindi impressed sa kanya eh. Watching live from Hague. Wala yan.
Hindi, tsaka sumama siya sa launching ng alyansa sa
Oh, di ba?
Oo.
Yeah, talagang ano yun si
Whatever
Amy.
reservations na meron sila kay Amy, ay nakwa na.
Pero may babanggitin ako. Alam mo ba, may nakita akong Reddit thread habang nagla-live ako the other day. Ito yun, na yung insider daw ni Amy na nag-feed sa kanya ng information regarding the ICC at nagsabi ka na digong about the ICC kaya nalaman nila is a certain Lieutenant General Tateng Nartates. Ito sa Reddit.
Na dating Duterte appointee ba yan? Or ano?
Ano to? Parang head of one of the security details of RIME daw to. Siya daw yung nag-feed kasi parang he's hedging his bets na daw with the BBM and Duterte at natatakot siya na baka manalo.
Maipit siya.
Kaya ngayon parang siya.
Lahat naman ang sinabi niya, hindi bago eh. Kung sinasabi niya na, sino nagutos? Hindi ipakulong. Lino naman sino nagutos.
Yes.
Diba? What was that about?
Yeah.
So, may conspiracy daw. Nadalhin si Digong sa ICC.
What's the conspiracy? Dadali naman talaga eh.
So yung mga sinasabi niya, hindi naman bago yun.
Yes, at saka sinasabi niya na matagal na daw nilang pinaplano to. Totoo naman, matagal na pinaplano. Matagal na. Halos lampas isang taon na
pinag-uus. Ang bagal eh. Diba?
Kaya nga nabash kami last year, diba?
Wala namang bago. Si Hidaria na naman nagsabi na last September,